Charli XCX has been in the music industry since the early 2010s. However, she has been everywhere as of recently, but how did she captivate the internet this summer? Charli released her 6th studio album Brat on the 7th of June 2024, with the release of singles 360, Von Dutch, Club Classics and B2B leading up to the release. Brat catapulted Charli into newfound stardom this summer. According to Charli herself, Brat is her most aggressive and confrontational record, but also her most vulnerable. The build-up and hype around Brat started from early this year, with Charli performing a Boiler Room set, which included 2 snippets of upcoming songs that we now know as Spring Breakers and 365, signifying the start of a new era for Charli, and also her reigniting with a hyperpop experimental sound. The snippets from the Boiler Room set spread like wildfire on TikTok, with fans and new listeners dying to hear the new songs. At this time, Von Dutch was the only single from the upcoming Brat album on streaming services, to which a remix with TikTok it girl Addison Rae was released on March 22nd, sending the internet once again into a frenzy. On the 10th of May, the next single 360 was released, a club-inspired it girl themed song. The music video was released on the same day and featured an array of the internet's favourite it girls such as Julia Fox, Rachel Sennett and Gabriette. The music video heavily played into the internet's revolving door of newfound obsessions, with the premise being Charli and her posse trying to find the internet's next it girl. Brat was then released on the 7th of June, with the deluxe version of Brat, called Brat and It's the Same but There's 3 More Songs So It's Not, was released on 10th of June 2024. However, how did Charli master her sound and uniqueness? Brat doesn't sound like anything else released this year, so where did that sound come from? As mentioned earlier, Charli has been in the industry since the early 2010s. However, Brat in 2024 seemed to be her breakthrough moment. Brat is a hyperpop, PC music experimental album, a genre in which Charli has pioneered since 2015/2016 and has now become the face of. Originally, Charli's earlier releases have a lot of traditional pop elements to them, with singles such as Boom Clap, Doing It and Fantasy providing us with radio hits. However, in 2016, Charli released the Vroom Vroom EP, which shocked everyone with its totally different sound design. Charli began to experiment with the boundaries of pop, having met members of UK music collective PC Music, A.G. Cook and Sophie. Charli's sound took a different turn. The lead song from the Vroom Vroom EP, titled Vroom Vroom, has pounding drum beats, pitched car sounds, heavy effects to create almost otherworldly instruments, and almost nonsensical lyrics.
So let's ride. Bitches know they can't catch me. Cute, sexy, and my ride sporty.
It wasn't like anything Charli had previously put out professionally, but it was like what the producer Sophie had put out before. Sophie, Charli and A.G. Cook continue to work together to make Charli the face of hyperpop. Charli mentions her 2017 mixtape Pop 2 as showing similarities within its ethos to that of the latest release Brat. Pop 2 again was a quintessential hyperpop project. The fact it was a mixtape took some pressure off Charli from her label, allowing Charli and her collaborators to experiment with how they wanted to structure their sound. While Pop 2 didn't go anywhere near as viral as Brat did this summer and wasn't as well received, it laid the groundwork for 2024 to become the year of Brat. I genuinely think without Charli being able to experiment long before releasing Brat, we would never have such a strong album as Brat became. Brat has been described as consisting of electropop, club pop, hyperpop, electro clash and dance styles. It is also heavily influenced by the illegal London rave scene. Hyperpop has often been misconstrued as a combination of sounds mixed together with little sound design. However, Charli told Billboard that Brat is produced from a tight collection of sounds to create this unique minimalism that is very loud and bold. Brat saw Charli not only reach a new level of fame, but also a new level of critical acclaim as well. According to the review site Metacritic, Brat received universal acclaim based on a weighted average score of 95 out of 100 from 24 critic scores. Critics have embraced their album's rave-influenced sound that eliminates some of the accessibility and guest stars of prior album Crash in favour of a rawer, grittier and more sophisticated sound that is no less fun, club classic indeed. As of August 2024, it ranks as the highest rated album of 2024 and the 16th highest rated album of all time on the website. Brittany Spanos of Rolling Stone wrote that Brat was a hyperpop rollercoaster of post-Saturn return, early 30s anxiety and it-girl bravado. Ben Tipple from DIY saw the album as a manifestation of the singer's rave roots, dubbing it an unmistakable representation of her very core, an exhilarating ode to the multiple facets of club culture. Brat took social media by charge this summer. The 2024 summer was dubbed Brat's Summer, with the album giving people a newfound confidence to live their best life and do things in the spirit of the album. The album specifically resonated with young women, allowing them to act in spirit of the Brat it girl persona and feel confident in doing so. A Brat generator tool was set up in light of the release of the album, with fans then being able to create their own Brat-inspired albums and memes. The London Eye was also lit up lime green on the day of the album's release. Brat also took the political world by storm, something probably unexpected to Charli herself at the time of the release. In the UK, the Green Party of England and Wales posted a replica of the album cover to social media that read "Vote Green" instead of Brat, receiving praise from the younger generation. However, Mayor of London Sadiq Khan received a mixed response when replicating the cover on his Instagram to promote the success of the ultra-low emission zone scheme. In US politics, after Joe Biden decided to withdraw from the 2024 US presidential election, the official Biden-Harris campaign profile renamed itself to Kamala HQ and changed its banner picture in imitation of the album cover, replacing Brat with Kamala HQ. This occurred after Charli herself tweeted, "Kamala is Brat." Later, Charli went on to say that although it isn't a direct endorsement, she was happy to prevent democracy from falling forever. This then in turn started a TikTok trend of edits being created of Kamala Harris to Brat songs, with some political forecasters now saying there will be a direct link between the Brat album and the turnout of young voters. Charli, at the time of recording this, has now released 3 remixes post-release of the main Brat album, with guests featuring Billie Eilish sending the internet into flames due to its seductive lyrics and Billie's more playful musicianship coming out, Talk Talk with Troye Sivan signifying the start of the pair's Sweat tour and holding its own in the world of iconic Charli and Troye collabs. However, the most talked about remix was the Girl So Confusing remix with Lorde. Lorde and Charli have often been pitted against each other due to coming up within the pop scene at the same time. During a recent Rolling Stone interview, Charli confessed to feeling envious of Lorde's success with Royals back in 2013. "She had big hair, I had big hair. She wore black lipstick, I once wore black lipstick. You create these parallels and think, well, that could have been me," she revealed. "I think you just read what you want into it because you're feeling insecure about your own work." However, the pair really did work it out on the remix, as the song stated. The remix genuinely moved fans and created a ripple effect on social media of fans sharing their stories of falling out and wishing to connect with old friends. The song originally showed the vulnerability of female friendship and how difficult they can be to navigate. The remix with Lorde added both another layer to this and showed the power in working it out, whether that be on a remix or not. Charli is at the top of her career right now. She is now touring America with Troye Sivan and has announced the entire remix album for Brat, called Brat and It's Completely Different but Also Still Brat, due for release on October 11th, causing social media to now say that we are entering Brat autumn instead of Brat summer. I am personally immensely proud of Charli for taking hyperpop to the masses and honouring Sophie's legacy while doing it, and I think that this is only the start of her dominating the traditional pop charts with her experimental, otherworldly, quintessentially hyperpop music.